Ben Simmons, the kid at LSU. Did you see the numbers he put up last night? He's the best passer in the country.
The best all-around prospect since LeBron.
He'll be the clear-cut #1 pick. People will be tanking like crazy.
It's ridiculous how good he is, and he's only going to get better.
Ben Simmons throws it
Spinning like a DJ on those turntables.
Showtime from Baton Rouge. Ben Simmons flushes it.
The prodigious yet precocious talent from Australia.
I grew up in Melbourne, Australia. The Melbourne Tigers were the team that my dad played for.
Another big dunk from Dave Simmons.
I grew up in the Bronx. I went to South Bronx High School. And after that, had an opportunity to continue my basketball by playing overseas.
When Dave and I met, I was raising 4 children in Australia, and we went on to have Olivia and Ben. The kids became very involved very quickly in this lifestyle.
Everyone just loved the game because he played, and it was one of those things that back in the day, it was big.
And the Tigers, for the first time in history, have won the NBL title.
Everyone was just, in love with it, so everyone picked it up and played a little. It's one of those things that's just in my blood.
When it came to sports, everyone wanted to win. Even from a really young age, he was a competitor. A lot of that comes from the way we were raised.
Dad was tough. He was really, really tough. He influenced us in the way he coached us, because he's always coached us as kids.
My skill set is a lot different to most players just because I'm 6'10", and I can dribble the ball, pass it, get to the rim, and finish. I think that's all because of my dad. He put the ball in my hands at a young age and told me to dribble.
I would never put him in a situation where a lot of people think, oh, you're the biggest, oh, good, look at that big kid over there. And they grab him and they put you in the post. You're going to be our center. You just stand right there. Ben wasn't one of those kids that you would want to put in that situation. It was hard to find people that would accept the fact that this biggest kid on your team is going to dribble the ball.
Kevin Gorgon was the coach of Borzello Senior. He let me experiment a lot on the court and kind of helped me develop my game.
I knew when I got my hands on him in year 9 that he was going to be unbelievably special. Here's a kid that can play all 5 spots offensively and defensively. He's by far the best player this country's ever produced.
Obviously, lots of attention from American high schools.
I didn't want him to go. I thought he was too young.
He wanted to be around the best players in the world, and that was the US, and that was going to Montverde Academy.
I told my parents I've always wanted to go over there and play. If you don't let me do it, you hold me back.
Montverde was the best thing that happened to Ben.
Ben, you gotta step up. You're just standing there. It's like I could have blocked the ball from over the top. You haven't blocked a shot in 2 weeks.
Kevin Boyle, really disciplined program there, and Ben learned so much from him. He's playing against the top players, and I think the key for him has been his consistency. 28 points and 12 rebounds a game, and win a national championship. That's just incredible.
I've talked to Ben about that a lot, that you had to want to be as good as Kobe, as Michael, as LeBron. Every time you step on the court, you want to crush people. And you want people to say, he's the best guy I've seen.
That's why I wanted to come to a school like Montverde Academy. Some people say, yeah, he's pretty good, but we don't know if he's that good. And that kind of motivated me. And once I got here, I really just wanted to dominate everybody.
You finished your high school career with your 3rd championship. How do you describe this moment?
I don't even know what to say. It's my 3rd year at Montverde, so I'm just blessed.
Good luck to you at LSU.
Thank you. A big reason I came to LSU was because of Dave Patrick, my godfather.
When David was playing basketball in Australia, DP was a young 16-year-old who used to go to the practices.
When David played, I was fortunate the last 2 years of his career to play with him, and I grew up playing with him. Ben's from a very tight-knit family, and we're all very, very close.
He's always been there for me and been another role model.
We tried to recruit him harder than anybody and not take for granted my relationship with him as his godfather.
The top teams, North Carolina, Duke, Kentucky, all those names always popped up. It wasn't the name of the school that stood out to me. It was the character around the people.
He calls me on a Monday and says, I want to come to LSU. I said, are you kidding? And he said, no, I want to come. It's where I want to be. I don't enjoy the whole recruiting process, and I'm comfortable to be there.
People that say you really get better if you're one of the best players, you go to Kentucky, Duke, whatever it is, that's not true, because I feel like I can get better wherever I go.
I know so much of it is about basketball.
Yeah.
I know that they're the expectations, but for us, a lot of this is about development of the young man as well.
He's just as new to college as every other freshman in the country. He just happens to be really, really good.
I'm glad I came here. I don't regret it one bit just because, you know, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying it, I'm getting better. Teammates are getting better, and we're learning, you know, as people and as players.